Hi guys, and welcome back to another Dutch Race video, and today we're going to be playing MotoGP 21, round 17. It takes us to Thailand of our MotoGP World Championship for Buriram at the Thailand GP. So in pole position is Jorge Martin with Grant and Miller on the front row, Oliveira, Bagnaia and Vinales on the second, with Quartararo, Mir, Marquez, Espargaro, Lecuona, Savadore, Nakagami, Marina, Morbidelli, Marquez, Zarco, Binder, Rins, Espargaro, Rossi, Bastianini and Petrucci at the back of the grid. So we look to the red lights now, and we will wait to go, and away we will go, and finally, let's go for it. Jorge Martin in pole position. You know he wants to get the whole shot and get out in front, but you better believe we're going to be trying to do the same thing. We've run it a little bit wide going into turn one. We've lost a position to Jack Miller, so the two Ducati Desmosedici GP21s are up there in the lead as the second Italian manufacturer, the Aprilia, is trying to get around the outside of Miller. That is good on the brakes, so going into the third corner. Hard and firm on the brakes we go for the third corner, and then away we go after that. Jack Miller's trying to get the cut back up on the inside. Look at the Aprilia squirming on the acceleration, but brilliantly executed coming out of that corner. We'll now try and tackle Jorge Martin going in for the left hander here. Very difficult and innocuous corner. Going into turn four, Martin's made a mistake. Grant takes advantage. Grant into the lead here in the Thailand GP. Back into the lead for the third time this season in the sense of racing. Fifth time this season, I've lost the count, but third time in a row is what I'm referring to right now as we go into the right-hander for turn 7. We're looking for back-to-back victories. If we can get the job done here today in the Chang International Circuit, that would be an absolutely monumental feat considering how important this would be for the World Championship. Now cast your minds back to the qualifying. Johan Zarco started 17th place. Bagnaia is there in 5th. We could be in a wonderful position to take over in the championship lead if we get the job done here today. All depends on where Johan Zarco finishes. As long as Zarco doesn't finish anywhere near us, we're going to be taking the championship lead with absolute style, pizzazz and sheer determination. So into the first lap, or the end of the first lap, sorry, we are now leading, but Jorge Martin is right there on the Pramac Ducati. The Desmosedici will be much quicker on this straight, so let's stay to the left hand side and try and outbrake Martin. But I tell you what, the engine upgrades that we've had on this Aprilia are paying dividends right now as we go firm on the brakes for the third corner. There is Martin up on the inside. Oh, a little bit twitchy. There's Jorge Martin as he tucks the inside. Oh, a little bit of contact made there as Jack Miller now retakes the lead. Jack Miller up into the first position and Grant on the Aprilia. Look at this Aprilia, it's like a rocket ship. It's absolutely brilliant. The engine power of this Aprilia is ridiculous now. Oh, and Jack Miller got a bit out of shape just in the fourth corner there. That was a little bit concerning. I expected him to touch the rumble strip and then just lose the front. But both Martin and Miller both looking to try and get ahead of this Italian manufacturer right now. The guys back in Nawale are going to be chuffed a bit. Again, Grant showing exactly what the Aprilia can do in these tracks towards the end of the season. This is when it matters the most. And of course, a quick update of the championship standings for you. Pecco Bagnaia just lost another position to Fabio Quartararo. So this is, again, another wonderful chance for us to take over in the World Championship with absolute style, pizzazz and charisma. You know the score, you know the lot. As we now go wall gung-ho now, going into the 12th corner. Hard on the brakes will go for the right-hander. Nice and tight to apex. Not quite. We made a big of a mistake there, actually. Going a little bit too wide. Therefore, Miller and Oliveira now will probably pinch over the oh my goodness, there is Miguel Oliveira. He's now up into second position already. He's battling out with Jack Miller, though. This is going to get very tasty coming out to the exit of this corner, because I'm guessing this is where they'll catch me down if they can get into the slipstream and use their power setting 3. 0.2 of a second is the gap as Miller and Oliveira just trailing in behind us going into the third corner. Nice and smooth on the brakes though for turn 3. Wonderfully done as we go into the right hand side. Bring on the power. That's it, Mr. Grant. That's it. Bring on the power. 0.4 of a second lead now. Are we going to do what we did in Mazzano and in Motegi? And that is churn out the fast lap times and keep them at bay. Do not let them attack us. Do not let them get it past at any point. If we can do that and maintain that one, we should be fine. There's been a crash further behind, but I have no idea who it is. I really wish MotoGP 21 would include the image of who's crashed, or just a little bit of information on who has actually crashed, because of course right now it's very important to find out who has crashed, because if someone's crashed in front of Johan Zarco, he'll obviously gain more points. If someone's crashed behind him, then again it doesn't really matter. But Bagnaia has lost another couple of positions and is now going down to 7th place. Here's hoping Aleix Espargaro can do his teammate a little bit of a favour and get up in the inside of Pecco Bagnaia and make things difficult for the man on board the factory Ducati. So things as you were right now. Grant leading with Miller and Oliveira trailing behind, but we've gone very wide here for the final corner. Big mistake. I could feel it on the brakes and I didn't think I was going to be close enough, but oh my goodness, Oliveira and Quartararo practically alongside us right now as Miller has taken over at the front. Hard on the brakes, we'll go for turn 1. Not quite as tight as I'd like to get in that apex, as there's been a bit of a faller behind. Quartararo's gone down. Espargaro's gone down as well. Nakagami down as well. Marini down as well. What on earth has just happened? Has Fabio Quartararo just absolutely ruined everyone's race by crashing? Look how hard we were going on the brakes for turn 3 there. Goodness me, we went completely sideways going into the braking zone of turn 3, and now we're right onto the rear of Jack Miller. And of course Miguel Oliveira sharing the podium with us in Mazzano. Is he going to be sharing the podium with us once again here today? And Jack Miller looking to be returning to winning ways. He gets too close to the apex once again as Grant goes with the lead. Grant dived up the inside for turn 5. Is this going to be job done? Not quite. Miller fights back. A little bit of contact me. Miller's gone down. Oh, Miller's gone down. Oh my God. Carnage. Miller's taken out Bagnaia, Martin, Rossi, Morbidelli, Savadori, Bagnaia. Oh my goodness. This has just completely changed the complex of this. Oh my goodness. What has just happened? It's completely changed the complexion of this World Championship with that one little bit of manoeuvre there. Am I to blame for that one? Oh, what is it? Oh my God. Look at the names on the left-hand side. Zarco's just crashed. Rossi's crashed again. What on earth is going on in this MotoGP World Championship right now? What on earth is going on? There's literally no one behind us. Look at the graphic in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. There's probably about 4 or 5 riders, and that's it. Everyone else has crashed, and look at it. It's just all congealed in the middle of the track there. What on earth has gone on here today? Am I wrong? Am I at fault for that collision with Jack Miller? I just tried to regain the lead. It looks like we both wanted the same piece of tarmac. That was... oh, goodness me. I can finally have a chance to breathe. That was a bit scary, wasn't it, to say the least? As Oliveira's just dropped the front. What is going on? Have I got some sort of force field around me? What is it? What is it in this race that is going wrong? Look at the riders. It's like a practice session. It's just everywhere. What on earth is going on here today in this Grand Prix? Now we have Maverick Vinales and Alex Marquez on the podium with Grant right now. What on earth is going on? Shout out to Alex Marquez for somehow avoiding all the carnage and chaos and positioning himself nicely for a 3rd place finish. Of course, there's still plenty of laps left to go in this Grand Prix, but wow, Lord Almighty, I'm flabbergasted. I've got nothing to say. Absolutely bizarre situation, and the strangest thing has just happened here in round 17 of our MotoGP World Championship. Thailand GP has not disappointed by any means. This has been a truly bizarre Grand Prix, and it's certainly not over yet. Maverick Vinales is only 0.2 of a second behind, and Alex Marquez is somewhere circulating just behind us as well. So across the line for the 5th time of asking, and this will just completely change the championship. This is huge for us right now. We have stayed somewhat consistent at the front, just trying to hold off any attackers, and I guess maybe in my aggression, trying to get back ahead of Jack Miller has just caused this one to just completely go up on its side, its head. I don't know, but it didn't seem like I was doing too much. I was just trying to get back at Jack Miller. We both made contacts and he lost the front. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section down below, guys. What do you guys think? Do you reckon I'm at fault for that one? Is Jack at fault for that one? Of course, a collision here in the Chang International Circuits. We had it in Moto 3. Of course, if you haven't seen the video on Moto 3, I highly recommend you go and watch it, as things just went absolutely heck to a handbasket as we made collision with Gabriel Rodrigo on the final lap. And yet, it's gone crazy again here today. Now, I'm a little bit concerned because Maverick Vinales has not let me go. He will not let me out of his sight. It's been a good couple of laps now, and Maverick Vinales is still there with a 10th and a half, 0.2 of a second, 2.5 tenths of a second. He is always there. I just can't seem to shake him. He just won't let me go, so I'm a little bit concerned that if I make a mistake, Vinales could be joining us in a battle for the victory. And of course, not many laps left to go. We just got to make sure we maintain our performance and just maintain our consistency with just focusing on the job at hand, because of course this is huge championship points right now. And of course, if we take 1st place, we get the full 25. 2nd place, we only get the 20 points. The extra 5 will soon add up and will be crucial for the World Championship. So we really need to be on our best behaviour, and we need to make sure we get the job done without any major flaws. Maybe a couple of mistakes here and there, it's okay, but nothing major. We can't have any going really wide in a corner and allowing Maverick Vinales to get on through. So we've got to stay within ourselves and focus on the Grand Prix. Of course, there's many areas in this track, like turn 3 coming up, the most strongest part for us on the track. We just got to make sure we double down on those and then make sure we minimise the weaknesses. So I've still not seen Johan Zarco and the timing sheet on the left-hand side yet, so as far as I'm concerned, I don't think he's going to pick up any points, thus resulting in a full championship lead for Matt Grant for the very first time in MotoGP in our rookie season, don't forget, on board the Aprilia. It doesn't get more challenging than that, but I think we as a collective group are doing something incredibly special here today. And of course we have been gifted a few instances this season, like this one's going to be gifted to us right now. The almost victory in Portimao, of course, was gifted by Pecco Bagnaia, and we've had some crazy situations all season. Well, this one is probably going to be the most craziest of them all, but we are putting in a very fast lap now, and I think this is, just as we're speaking to Johan Zarco, or speaking about Johan Zarco, there he is putting in the fastest lap of the Grand Prix, a 1:28.736 for Johan Zarco, so we'll go firm on the brakes for turn 12 to start the penultimate lap. Is this going to be our fastest lap of the race? Nonetheless, across the line we will go, and it is going to be a 1:29.465 coming in for the Mr. Consistency up at the front, Mr. Aprilia, Mr. Sunday, the man on a mission for again. Can't qualify usually too well, but we do well in the races. Of course, in this penultimate lap, 0.2 of a second is the gap to Maverick Vinales. Is this going to be enough to make sure that we can hold on to victory? Firm on the brakes, we'll go for the third corner, our best corner here in Chang International Circuit, up by 3.5 of a second. I think we've got the job done, guys. I really do, but look at that graphic in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. How bizarre is that? Just seeing all of the riders just scattered around the track is surely the strangest sight we've seen this season in MotoGP. Really bizarre. As we now go into the left-hand side for turn 5, a mistake is coming in from the way of Grant. That is a massive mistake. I can't look behind me again. That glitch with the R3 has happened again. I can't view behind me. So goodness me, Maverick Vinales is taking over at the lead. What have I just done? What have I just done? This cannot happen. Alex Marquez is 2.7 seconds behind us. It is literally a battle between Vinales and I. Vinales on board the Aprilia from this season in real life in MotoGP. We need to make sure that his ending with Yamaha is not going to be as beautiful as it would be. And of course, I cannot allow him to take the lead at us at this point, but he has gone quick, very quick, as we go very firm on the brakes for turn 12. Look how much ground we made up by braking like an absolute idiot. Braking as hard as we possibly could. Probably on the absolute limit there as well, looking like Soprak Razgatioglu on that instance, as we're going to turn 1 now for the right-hand side. Bring on the power. We need the power setting 3. Power setting 3, I am speed dialing you for assistance right now. Going into turn 3, you better believe I'm going to go firm on the brakes on this one. As firm as possible, the rear tyre sliding around the outside as we go into turn 3. Vinales makes a massive mistake, goodness me. I thought he was going to end up taking both of us out alongside each other. Vinales, look at the acceleration from Vinales. That was beautiful on board the Yamaha, but look at the Aprilia fighting back, going into the left-hander at turn 4. Is this going to be enough to keep Vinales at bay? A little bit of contact. Is Vinales going to pinch it? Is he going to break our hearts up on the inside for turn 5? We're holding on with everything we have right now. The fastest lap of the race this could actually be from us, because we are just absolutely going for it. Right-hander for turn 7, we've run it deep. Is Vinales there? Vinales is there. Oh, this is going to go absolutely crazy. The fans are loving this one. I'm loving it too. Turn 8, Vinales still in the lead. Can we get him up into turn 9? This is going to be a strong and brave manoeuvre if we can get it done. Up on the inside, we've got the job done. We've got the job done. Vinales tries to fight back. Vinales is back in head. Oh, this is not what I expected. This is far from what we expected right now going into turn 11. Turn 12, going firm on the brakes. Everything we've got. The inner stop rack, we've done it. Oh my goodness, that was too close. We've got the job done. Victory goes to the wave of the back, to the back, to back victories for Grant. What a finish on one of the most bizarre races of the season. Grant takes another 25 crucial championship points ahead of Maverick Vinales, and shout out to Alex Marquez taking the podium in 3rd place. A look at the championship standings, and for the very first time this season, Zarco has been dethroned and Grant is at the top of the pile. Grant takes a 12 championship point lead ahead of Johan Zarco and 27 ahead of Pecco Bagnaia. A look at the team championship and things stay the same. Ducati Lenovo team leading by 33 points ahead of Pramac Racing Ducati, and of course Aprilia Racing Team Gresini in 3rd place with 44 points behind. But look at the Constructors' Championship, and Ducati, as we mentioned all season pretty much, that they have got this one in the bag. Not enough races now for them to be dethroned. Ducati, well and truly, have got this job well and truly done. A third victory in a row for the man who's currently in Parc Ferme, Dr. Ace, Matt Grant. You know him as the best as the man on board the Aprilia, of course. The man who is now leading the World Championship after 3 crucial victories in a row. But honestly, guys, we were very fortunate in this situation. Jack Miller taking out pretty much all of our championship rivals in just one corner. Unbelievable luck in this situation. And honestly, guys, we have to still fight, though. Doesn't just mean because we're in the first place in the championship, it is over. We still have a lot of work to do. But guys, upon that note, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and as much as I did, because I absolutely love that one. You probably can tell in the voice and the enthusiasm, as always. But guys, if you did enjoy the video, like, comment, and subscribe. And hit the notification bell to be alerted to every single Dot Race upload and live stream. And I guess upon that note, guys, thanks for watching as always, and I will see you tomorrow for more MotoGP content. Ciao for now.
Oh hi, didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite set your appetite, then why not watch some more Dot Race content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single Dr. Ace video.